Welcome back, everybody. We are very appreciative of our next guest joining us because it's a very busy day. Sportsnet Flames, Sportsnet Flames, Ryan Leslie joining us from Calgary on NHL trade deadline day. There is a trade, actually a couple here. The New Jersey Devils trading Dmitry Kulikov to the Edmonton Oilers for a 2022 draft pick. It's conditional. Chicago Blackhawks acquiring forward Adam Gaudette from the Vancouver Canucks in exchange for forward Matthew Highmore. Leslie, you're looking great. I appreciate the time. How's your life today, man? Is it as frenetic as it seems?
No, it's not too bad because Brad Treliving went out and made a move last night, and I spoke with him this morning. But moving out David Rittich for a third rounder, I mean, considering what the situation would be like as the Rittich would play out, likely not going to be back. So that's a pretty good return for the general manager of the Flames, but certainly a pretty interesting move last night for Calgary and Toronto. I think the Leafs got a really interesting personality. I think they got a good goaltender. He's put a lot of work in. The writing was on the wall, wasn't it, Rod, when they went out and got Markstrom, that you had to think that David Rittich's days were numbered, and they were. So maybe no surprise there. Now we wait to see what happens going forward.
A third-round pick for a rental is a tremendous return. But my first thought last night was cue the fire sale. This is the first of many. The rebuild's on its way, and we sit here and wait today till 1 p.m. our time. If the Flames do move more, do you expect more?
Well, I just checked in with Brad moments ago, and he said nothing. He expects it to be quiet, but he also said that to me last night, too, and then pulled the trigger on a deal. So I'm not sure what to expect. When you look at Derek Ryan, that's a serviceable player there as well. David Rittich mentioned Sam Bennett. That situation continues to be fluid, and Michael Stone as well. I'm going to go ahead and say that we think it's going to be quiet, but you just never know, and you got to have two to tango, as they say. So it's quiet now. But Brad also likes to make things happen on these moments. The stage is set, but I really do believe that when Calgary starts to make moves, it will be in the offseason.
Wow. Well, let me ask you just this. You're a hockey guy. They're playing Rittich more than I thought they would. Les, to be honest, with what they're paying Jacob Markstrom especially. He was the prize free agent signing. Were you surprised that Rittich got as many starts as he did? I was.
Not really, because first of all, this is a very serviceable goaltender. David Rittich's numbers came down. Also, if you know you're going to move him, you have to play him. So they've played him, they've moved him, and it's all gone according to the way it probably should. Okay,
Johnny Gaudreau, not expecting him to be moved. He's got one more year left on his deal after this. What about Johnny hockey there? Because it seems to me like him and Daryl are not long for Cowtown together.
Yeah, I don't expect him to move today. No, not at all. If he is to move, and I know he's happy in Calgary, if he is to move, then I would look for that to be an off-season move. And I think same goes for anybody that we may have questions. If we go up and down the lineup, it just seems as though this is going to be an off-season of interest for the Calgary Flames on a whole lot of levels. So stay tuned, but I don't think today's the day.
All right, cool. Hey, listen, enough of that. Our poll question today for Capital Auto Mall Universal Collision Center, and by the way, Capital provides Jacob Markstrom his wheels in Calgary. Who will have a bigger impact with their new team, Taylor Hall with the Bruins or Nick Foligno with the Leafs? How would you vote on that?
I can't believe I'm going to say this. Nick Foligno with the Leafs, I think, Rod. I think this is a guy who just is going to seize the opportunity, seize the moment. I think it's a really nice fit. Now, I could completely wrong. I just think so highly of Nick Foligno. The obvious ties are there. This is a nice addition from where I sit, anyhow, and I think it's going to work. And nothing against Taylor Hall. I just think Nick Foligno is going to be the right type of piece. You can go out and look at who's the better player. You can look at numbers, or you can look at good, bad. It doesn't really matter. I just think, for me, Nick Foligno is a really nice addition to a team that could use even more leadership, more intangibles. He's going to fit right in. I know they got a lot with Joe and Spezza and all kinds of veterans, but this is a hard-nosed guy. He's a character guy. He'll be another. I just believe when you're good in the room too, there's nothing wrong with that. I think this is a nice piece.
Ryan, Scotia North Division aside, because you're following it nightly, what is the most intriguing division to you. I'd like to say the Honda West Division, where my beloved Vegas Golden Knights reside, but it's the Mass Mutual East that has my interest every night because the games are just gong show. What's your favorite division to watch aside from your own?
Well, probably the same as you. I just think there's a lot of firepower out there. But I'm an East Coast guy, so I keep an eye on the East as well. So I don't really have a favorite per se, but the one that we're watching is pretty fantastic given the challenges that are here. But yeah, I would say I like yours, but I also keep an eye on the East because that's where my heart always is. So, boy, I dodged that one. But yeah, I like what you're saying.
Owen Sound is on the coast, Ontario.
I'm an East Coast guy in terms of where my passion is. I'm born in the East, and I definitely keep an eye on it. Yes.
Well, why don't you go back there then?
I don't want to
listen.
Hey, I don't want to fight, Rod. I don't want to fight with you here.
Sounds like somebody's in your ear.
Break the map down for a guy who's been to Ontario just to watch the CFL. All right, don't give me that.
But one last comment, because I know you're busy. I think you got to go. From the Puck and Pigskin podcast, they say word is Ryan Getzlaf has told Anaheim he would consider a trade to Vegas, close to home, which matters for family reasons, per Andy Strickland on Twitter. What's going on with the Ducks, and are you expecting they might blow it up?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the Ducks all season, Rod. I have no idea what's going on with them. I'm in the North Division. You know that. But yeah, I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. That's a quality player with a quality resume going to a quality program. We've seen how Vegas can, just add pieces similar to that and make it work. So if that happens, yeah, kudos. And I think it'll work. I don't know if he's going or not. I really don't. I'm not even around any kind of conversation all year with anything to do with Anaheim. But I'm happy that we're talking about it. That's the big thing. And honestly, if he goes there, I don't see any drawback, and I don't see there being any issues with fit. Do you?
No, well, clearly he's not part of the long-term in Anaheim. With Zegras and all the Sam Steele, Maher, all the young guys in Anaheim, Ryan Getzlaf's not long for there. So if it's a fit for Vegas and they can fit him in financially, because you know how that works, Ryan, I think it would be very exciting to watch. Listen, I'll let you get back to work. It's always great to see your face. I'm watching you every game, my friend. So keep it up. I enjoy it.
So you're the one. Thanks, Roddy.
Yeah, no kidding. That's my line. All right. Have a good day, pal.
You too.
Ryan Leslie from Rogers Sportsnet Flames joining us. And so he's texting back and forth with the general manager of the Flames. So he's got that. But as far as what they're going to do, he probably does know. Couldn't say.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.